Happy New Year. Welcome back, Holly.
Welcome back, Teddy.
I know 2025 was a lot.
Crazy.
And I'm looking forward to 2026. I'm excited to actually do the first episode of the year.
I know, and it's like actually the first of the year.
Yeah.
Ish.
Like, I mean,
it's first week.
We should have been did this, but of course the beginning of the year has been kind of busy too. But I mean, I guess before we get into all of that, let's get cozy.
Super cozy.
And yeah, let's start the show.
Roll the tape.
What tape? All right. So I guess we have, do you know what candle this is?
Sparkling watermelon from...
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Sparkling watermelon.
Yes. It kind of got like that little... Almost as if it's like a carbonated...
It's like a really refreshing scent right now.
Yeah.
And so we have our tea, but I think yours is a special tea?
It's my version of a little hot toddy.
Oh, okay. So it is a special tea. Special tea.
Yeah.
That's a terrible.
Oh, no.
Okay, so here we go. And welcome to the first episode of the year of Cozy Gamer Class,
where we discuss and sometimes argue games in a cozy environment.
Close enough.
Oh, not good.
No, I know, but it's close enough. Okay, so here we are, to discuss today's topic. I think it would be nice to reflect on like last year and then talk about, what we look forward to kind of for us personally as gamers and what we want to do, especially with this gaming channel and then with the podcast for 2026. And I think that's just kind of a good place to start, like reflection on 2025 and resolutions for 2026. Gamer resolutions for 2026. That sounds like a good title.
It does sound like there's one.
Yeah, so how was 2025 for you as far as like gaming, creativity in gaming, community?
Let's see. Last year I went to my first time going to like what is it called? A pre-release event?
A pre-release?
Yeah. For like the One Piece card game.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, we went to the pre-release for OP13, which is One Piece, the 13th series of cards, which was like Carry on My Wheel. But yeah, I remember that. That was fun.
Yeah, I thought that was fun. Got to meet people who played things in real life. Some were cool, some were...
Actually, I think that's really good for like community.
Yeah.
Like, I think, something that I've been trying to do in my gaming social life is to create more of a tangible in IRL local gaming community. And I know that's difficult to do, especially, as you get older and you get busier, because it's difficult already to find time to play online with your friends that you have. So, and it's kind of a struggle sometimes to go out and about and then find spaces where you can find like-minded people and really who kind of enjoy gaming, the fandom, and then of course linking to like say anime, things like that. And so yeah, I think that pre-release event was really fun because it was nice to see so many people who were really engaging in it. And honestly, I think that would be like a great topic for future reference to talk about like trading card games and then things like that, because I think that's something that we really got into last year, like trading cards and then puzzle games, like more tangible, like non-electronic games.
Yes.
Which I think that kind of leads me to one of my points, which was for 2025, talking about gaming. One of the scariest things for me that I started to notice is how expensive gaming felt like it was starting to become.
Yes.
Because, I was actually thinking about building another PC for myself, gaming rig, since I'm trying to get more into streaming and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like the cost of RAM and the graphics cards kind of skyrocketed toward the end of the year.
Oh yeah.
And so
reasons.
I kind of just, I don't want to say wasted money, but I took that money and enjoyed it elsewhere because I felt like I couldn't get the system that I wanted for the price that I wanted. But basically at the end of it all, how much I spent, I probably could have still got it.
Oh. But maybe you've gotten a new hobby or a new interest in a game.
I'm happy with the decisions that I made with the money because, again, as a collector. But like I said, that's something that I'll probably talk about at another time.
Yes.
Because I feel I've actually been working on my ideas for that. But, I think that's something that was one of the things for 2025. But I think in order to help kind of rein this in so we can, be a little bit more focused and not chaotic because seems like your hot toddy is getting to you.
Oh, I see.
So I would say we'll do categories for 2025 and then we'll come up with resolutions for those categories for 2026. So
okay.
Kind of what was in 2025 for those categories and then kind of what we wish we would have done more. And then for 2026, what we want to do in those categories moving forward.
Okay. Almost like an in and an out, but not.
Yeah. Kind of yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of we're getting into the upside down. Shout out to Stranger Things, final season. Woo.
Only seen season 1. I think that's one and done is good for me.
All right. You're going to make a lot of people upset, but that's on you.
That's my take.
I stopped watching once my favorite character, season 1, got killed. And I was like, you know what? That's a good place to stop.
That was 2 episodes in.
Don't worry about that.
That's his favorite character.
That's not your place. Okay.
I know my place.
That was my journey with Stranger Things. But so I guess the first area would be gameplay and habits. So for 2025, what were some of the highlights with gameplay and some of the habits that you had in 2025?
I'm gonna need an example.
So for me, gameplay wise, I actually wanted to stream a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
So gameplay wise, I ended up playing a lot of different games in 2025 that I didn't finish. So, and then a lot of games were reduced to just daily logins to get the task done and then moving on from there. I actually didn't play the game.
Didn't really enjoy it.
So for Infinity Nikki, I would log in and do my daily tasks. And if there was an event that had a piece of clothing or outfit or an item that I wanted to get, or if they were giving away a lot of in-game items, I would play that long enough to get what I wanted. And then I would kind of just let it sit.
Yeah.
Zenless Zone Zero, that one has been reduced to basically logging in, entering my codes for in-game items, and then if there is someone that's cool worth summoning, which I just summoned 2 new characters on there, and I don't even know their names, but basically they look cool. I did the demo, I summoned for them, and I logged out. Honkai Star Rail, same thing. I've pretty much given up on Genshin Impact at this point.
Oh, yeah.
My friends and I, we picked up Borderlands 4, and I think I got to the first boss, and I kind of slowed down on playing that. I just was bogged down by so many different things and trying to play so many different games to kind of interact with everybody,
right,
create content. It just felt really overwhelming. And even though, a couple of my friends kept telling me, just play the games you enjoy and just focus on those. And if you want to create content for those, they would kind of help out with that. But overall, it was if you all don't want to play these games, I don't want to just play. Because me, again, playing video games has kind of become very kind of communal and connecting for me. That's how we socialize and stay connected. And so a lot of times I feel a little guilty if I'm playing a solo game by myself. And then, as someone who has a job, you know, that the 9 to 5, as someone who's paying adult bills and, you know, with the way things are nowadays, I do feel a little obligated to not spend so much time playing games. So I find myself feeling a little guilty spending so much time playing games, especially if there are things that I have to do, like around the house or on my days off. So in 2025, that was one of the things when it comes to game playing habits. I noticed that was those were habits I was developing that I'd never really had prior. Because if I played a game, I played a game. I would have a set chunk of time. I would play it. I would enjoy it. And that's what I would do. But like I say, last year, it seemed like even though I really wanted to get into gaming more, I found myself developing what I guess, you know, most people might call it silly, but I found myself developing poor habits with gameplay. Yeah.
No, I get it. Because what I'm hearing, it sounds like you going into 26, you want to have like dedicated time for like the games that you've started to like complete and to finish, and like maybe be a little selfish and be like, well, this game is for me. I am enjoying it. And like the people you love will come if they come, and if they don't, they don't. But you want to savor and enjoy the games and have it be the actual like fun joy that it once was, and not feel like that big obligation. And I kind of get that, because I feel like at the beginning of last year, I was like, oh, I was really into Symphony and Nikki. I played it before work, played it after work. That might seem obsessive, but like
a little bit.
I don't know. It was a nice way to like get me like up and like get me to decompress after like my long job, because it was very hard and stressful.
I mean, because gaming is supposed to be an escape. It's supposed to help you kind of relax and center yourself.
Yeah, but like after like this big move I did, it's just like, oh, I kind of log into the dailies, and like maybe on the weekend I'll like do a mission or whatnot, but I feel like I haven't really been able to just like sit, listen to the story, read all the writing, because they be talking a lot, and I don't mind that. But like recently I feel like I've been like short on my patience with it.
Okay. I mean, do you think that's kind of been because there are things that have popped up outside, like in, you know, like your life that you've had to deal with? Or is it just because you felt that like the game has grown a little stale?
I don't know if it's necessarily the game has gone stale, but I feel like, oh, I need to be like social with like people and whatnot, and not just be like a recluse. Because before I was living by myself, but now I'm not. So I feel like, well, I can't just be like playing a game all the day. I need to like interact.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking time for yourself to play a game that you enjoy.
Yeah.
I mean, again, that's the whole purpose of gaming. And I think, you know, kind of like, it's a little bit like what I've done to myself, where, again, I'll log in and I feel obligated in quotations. If I'm logging into the PlayStation, I have to reach out to my friends or my brothers just to be like, hey, do y'all want to play something? Did y'all want to...
Because I noticed you check to see who's online.
Yeah, always.
What they're playing.
Yeah, always.
And a lot of the time, it's just they're on the PC, not the PC.
Well, PlayStation.
Yeah.
They're just logged in. But, or they're playing something like to play catch up or something they specifically want to play.
Yeah.
And I don't want to interrupt their gameplay, so then I won't hit them up. But then at the same time, if I see them playing like a group game, I'm like, hey, you want to play this? How long are you going to be on? And then even though I'm thinking to myself in the back of my head, man, I got like 3 other things I want to play, or 3 other things I feel like I want to make content from. And then it's like, if I spend 4 hours playing this with them, how do I make the content later? And then, so it again, it just takes the fun out of it, but that's not really the point of it. And so, and I think that's more so an internalized thing and less them. Because, of course, they wouldn't do that.
No, they're not.
Yeah. And so, and I think in your case, the same thing. If you feel like you need to take time to relax and just really enjoy a game, or the game that you used to be able to do that with, then maybe you pick days for yourself where you get to do that. You create a cozy environment to play your game.
Yes, my bubble.
Yeah. I mean, that's essentially what, this whole podcast is about. It's about discussing games in a cozy environment. So, I mean, you should be playing games in a cozy environment as well.
Right.
Yeah. And I think that's something with like a move. It's just kind of organizing and creating those spaces for yourself in a new space.
Yeah.
I think that's, kind of what that is. So like with this move, have you been able to create like a space for yourself to spend time playing the games you enjoy, or?
Recently, I've able to like create a little desk space. I do have like a little section where I can play my PS5, and like, oh, it's dry in my throat. So sorry.
Don't down me. Don't.
Yeah, but it's just not. It's not quite there yet. It's not quite like, oh, this is my space. This is where I'm at. This is where I'm chilling. This is where I'm going to like play. And like that just takes time.
Okay. So maybe that's something that you could look into for 2026. Kind of like where we're, like the whole motif of this. 2025 is this. Moving into 2026, what could you do to make that space better? What could you do to change that?
I can organize a bit. I can get my little caterpillar chair, bring it up, because I do like sitting in that one. It's nice and cozy. Feels like I'm being hugged. Maybe just like taking more of an ownership of this space. Well, not ownership, but like have a sense of like, this is equaling mine. This is my space. I'm allowed to just be like in here and relax.
It almost sounds like you just don't know what you want to do. That's what it sounds like.
It sounds like I'm afraid because like it feels like, oh, this isn't fully mine yet. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it won't be until you start to introduce things into that space that make you comfortable and things that you want in that space. And I mean, I can't think of any reason why you wouldn't be able to do that or why you haven't been encouraged to do that already.
I have been encouraged. It's because I'm a big procrastinator. Because like
you took your time saying that word wrong too, people.
I'm a big procrastinator. I procrastinate.
Procrastination is a problem that we all struggle from sometimes.
Yeah, so recently I've been able, like you said, to like, no, like I said, I was able to like make a nice little space for like reading and writing. And like, it's because like we finished a big project. So now there's space. So now there's space in other places. So I just need to do it. But sometimes after work, I want smooth brain.
No, and I get that. I think that's what a lot of it comes down to for me as well. Again, like talking about, because like in 2024, it's been over a year. Well, I'm saying, I'm talking about me now. It's been over a year since I've started A.G.L. And in the first year, which was 2024, which is what I was talking about, I was really gung-ho about growing it. And that's where I got most of my momentum. And then, I was working with a few different people and we were creating material and I was excited and I wanted it to be something that we grew as a community. And in 2025, I kind of was forced to realize that it's very much an endeavor I have to do on my own, and I'll have to grow the community around it rather than with it. And so meaning like, if I want to have an event, I'll probably have to be the one to create that event or attend the event, invite others to the event, things like that. And so, and in 2025, because with a lot of the work that I've been doing lately, and there were a lot of changes at work, when I do get off, I do feel that I clock out and I'm just like, I want to relax. I don't want to go from one job and then go to another.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that was my fault for thinking about this as something that was primarily work, because it's something I enjoy. I enjoy being creative. I like the creative outlet. I enjoy engaging people. I enjoy community building. I enjoy thinking about things. I enjoy games. I've been a gamer my entire life. It's something that I connect with my best friends, my little brothers, like, and they're adults now. They have kids, and that's something we share with their kids. And like, it's one of those things where, like, where I come from back home, we didn't really have a lot of options to kind of play, like, that pre-release event. We didn't have like game hobby shops that would host those sort of things. We didn't have local arcades or other places where we can go and kind of build or interact with a community. So for me, I do struggle with doing that and interacting with other people when it comes to being out and about in real life. But also, I have that opportunity now, and I really want to take it. But because I put so much pressure on myself, being like, I got to do it, I tend to look at the things that, again, I've created for fun as work. And I'm like, I just don't want to do more work. So I understand, kind of like, as you say, smooth brain. Like I say, it's clocking out. But I need to learn to clock in for myself and work as hard for myself for the things that I want and that I enjoy as I do for other people. And I think that's something that we can all take moving forward. So honestly, I think from this segment, resolution number 1, I'm calling it, let's help and hold each other accountable to be productive while having fun.
Yes.
I mean, I think that's a good one.
I think that's a good one. Put it on the board.
Yeah. You mean we'd have to write it down. I'm not going to remember it. When I listen back to it, I remember it.
Put it on the board.
Help hold each other accountable while having fun and being productive. Okay, I'm going to put it in my phone. That way I could text it to you later.
Around the buzz. It's really strong right now.
What?
Drink. So we got our first topic. Well, not our first topic. Our first like resolution or goal for the new year. What would number 2 be?
So I think, okay, so the first section was gameplay and habits. The next one I would focus on would be kind of like skill room, like certain things that I would like to get better at when it comes to gaming. One of the things that in 2025 I was supposed to do, and one of my friends keeps reminding me of, I was supposed to play more fighting games.
Oh.
I've always been pretty good at skill-based games. I've always been pretty good at like puzzle-based games. I've enjoyed some adventure games if they hold my interest. So we play a variety of games. But when it comes to games where you collect things, racing, and fighting, those have been the 3 genres where I've kind of stood out the most or enjoyed the most. And then, of course, first-person shooters, things like that. But I haven't really played that many fighting games because I haven't wanted to dedicate that much time to learning the combos and the skills required. And same for like other skill-based games. I haven't wanted to dedicate that much time to really becoming better at them. So like Marvel Rivals, I would like to get better at that. And that does take skill, learning the characters, their weaknesses and their strengths, learning the counters, things like that, learning the maps. And I haven't really played Marvel Rivals as much as I would have liked. It's kind of like we play League of Legends. I played League of Legends since it first came out. And I stopped playing League of Legends competitively. I've stopped playing ranked. And we play mostly ARAM because it's more fun for us. So we can play more casual. We can joke. And we can just have more fun with it. And I feel like I'm kind of doing the same thing to Marvel Rivals now, where I'm just like, I don't want to put in the effort or deal with the kind of the griefing of people trolling or saying BS, even though I haven't done anything to warrant that. And so I'm just like staying in a safe space where it's just like, oh, I'll play bot games. We'll play quick matches here and there. And I'll only play the one character, which Penny Parker is. I think she's really the only character I like in the game. If I'm really being honest, I like a few other tanks. I like some of the DPSs. I enjoy playing with Rogue now, but Penny Parker, I gravitate toward her because I just really like playing with her because of how technical she is and how you can lay traps, and you really have to think about your gameplay with her, but you also have to work with your team to make her work. But just in general, I'm getting too honed in on one thing. It's just kind of like taking time to hone some of my skill sets.
You want to get in the nitty gritty of the game.
Yeah. And then just kind of like,
see how you match up.
Yeah, just kind of really get better, practice with intention, actually get to the point of the skill where I used to be. And when I say I'm good at this game, legitimately mean it.
You can back it up, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, which I can to an extent now, but, and I don't want to, because some people, they try and make it sound like, oh, you're sweaty if you play a game too much. But I think for people who genuinely enjoy a game and don't do it with negative behavior or attitude, that's just good game behavior. Because, I find that those are the players who are willing to say, hey, I'm really skilled at this, and I can help you. I can teach you. I can, partner with you. Or, we can have friendly competition, and I'm not going to
it's that community again.
You. Exactly.
You want that. Also, you said a word. Sweaty? I don't know. I never heard that term.
Sweaty is what they call people who, generally, it comes, someone who is trash at a game. Sorry to be that person. Someone who's usually lesser involved in a game. When they get overwhelmed by an opponent, they call them sweaty a lot of the times. And in my mind, someone who fits the definition of a sweaty player is someone who has a negative attitude, who spends way too much time playing a game, but they don't really focus on getting better at the game. They just focus on beating people who are worse at the game.
Oh, so like just no sportsmanship.
Yeah. So essentially, like if you go into a game and you're rank 1 or you're level 1.
Yeah.
I'll use Arc Raiders as an example. A lot of people have been talking about Arc Raiders a lot lately. It's kind of like it's a PvP VE game where the world has been taken over by robots. I've actually thought about playing it, and humans are living underground now. So you have to go above ground, and you can fight against the robots, but you have to scavenge and survive. You have to scavenge for supplies, and you have to survive robot attacks. But you can also be attacked at any time by humans. But ideally, you're supposed to cooperate to get materials so you can both do better and then overthrow the robots that have taken over. A lot of people complain about that game. Like I have one friend who he started playing it, and he said he hated it at first because essentially every time he would go topside, people who were stronger would just jump him.
Because they saw, oh, he's level 1, get him.
Yeah, and then those would be the type of people, well, that's how the game is played. It's PvP. And so I would call those sweaty people. Yeah. Because for me, sweaty is just shitty. It's just a way to not get banned by calling someone shitty. And so, but you'll find that people that I wouldn't call sweaty, that you'll see some clips sometimes, like right now, I know there are some people who have started kind of like a safety patrol where they help to escort lower level players or players that are just trying to play the game and defeat the robots. They'll help them out. You'll find some players who show other people shortcuts or help them get like rare materials so that they can, level up their equipment and things like that. And you see these people have hundreds of hours in the game as well, but they're not going around terrorizing people just because they can.
Yeah.
In fact, they're helping people because they can, but they know they have the ability that if they needed to, which you do see, and I think that's the fun thing about watching some of those clips, is that they will fight off these shitty characters who are trying to attack people for no reason. And then they're like, are you good? Like I've seen some videos where they've escorted people to safe zones and helped them kind of like go back underground to safety after fighting 2-3 bad guys. And it's like, that's one way that you can play the game, but why ruin it for someone else just because you want to be shitty?
Yeah.
Or AKA sweaty.
So like, yeah. So basically, we want more positivity. We don't want that mean negative energy. We want good, happy, chill vibes.
Well, it's nice to have a variety, or just kind of be a person of your word. Or like I saw one clip where one guy was like, hey, if you come near me, I'm gonna kill you. I'm not friendly. And in fact, that's how I play the game. I attack people. I'm just letting you know before I get close to you, and I attack you. And the guy was like, that's weird. And he was like, hey, I understand that you think it's weird, but that's just how I play the game. And when they got close, he attacked him. And he was like, all right, good fight. You beat me. And he was like, all right, well, finish me off. And they were like, that's just weird. Why would you attack me? He was like, well, yeah, but I didn't want to. I think it would be, I would be a shitty human being if I did it without telling you. I'm not going to shoot you in the back randomly. I'm not going to pretend to be your friend and shoot you in the back. And I'm like, that sort of thing, why not?
I appreciate that because he did, like, if the option was like, oh, I'm going to just go the opposite direction. As long as he doesn't follow me, I think that's fine.
Exactly. And so it's kind of like in Dark Souls. Dark Souls, when I originally played that, it's quite a bit old now.
Yeah.
Dark Souls community kind of developed their own etiquette for that sort of thing. So like if you got invaded by another player, if they realized they were way higher than you, in most cases, they would just do a bow emote and then, drop you some stuff and then leave because they understood that they could, wipe you out without any effort and it just wouldn't. What's the point?
Yeah.
And then in some cases, if you were trying to do something and you got invaded and maybe you got lucky and you look stronger than you actually are, if you would turn your back to that person, kind of like, hey, I don't want to fight.
Yeah.
Then they would leave you be. Like this was something that was kind of generally understood. Every now and then you'll run into people, but it was fewer people who would just be like, oh, I'm going to attack you anyway. But you would run into several people who were like, oh, I invaded you. I see you're a lower level character. You just starting out. Hey, here's some armor and stuff. Here's, a whole bunch of gold. I had one character that's how I got some, my best equipment out of all my characters because somebody just dropped it for me because I was like, I see you. And then I ran into that character later. I thought it was weird. We recognized each other. And then we had a one-on-one fight, a fair one-on-one fight.
Yeah.
But yeah. And so it's stuff like that. I think those sort of things are what make games stand out and be awesome and live for a long time. But I know a lot of people have been talking about like Arc Raiders recently, like part of what's going to kill the game. Because a lot of people are getting tired of playing it because of that.
Yeah, if I don't have a chance to even try to do a basic mission because some mean person, why would I want to play it?
Exactly. And then if all they can do is justify it and that's how the game is played, it's like, well, the game is played in multiple ways.
You're just choosing...
But you're only choosing to play it one way.
You're choosing, like, the worst way, in my opinion, to play it.
Exactly. It's like trying to remove a nail with a hammer. If you're only hitting it with the hammer, you'll never, of course that's how you can use it, but you can also use the other end to remove the nail. There are multiple ways to use it. And so, and same as there are multiple ways to play a game.
Yeah.
You don't always have to just hit people.
No.
So, but just circling back, I just think like skill-wise, that's, if we're talking about, skill growth and that being something that I want to do more and I want to focus more on the games that I do enjoy and actually get better at them and do kind of like deep dives and really enjoy them. That's one of the things that I want to do. How about yourself?
I really kind of want to get into a little bit of like RPG. So I recently got like this book. It's for like journaling, solo RPG journaling. So I thought that could be a fun way to just like, one, build up my skill on like just like writing and creating. Because it's been a while since I've written anything. And like also give me a chance to like dabble in like maybe the mechanics of that. So if I do get lucky to have like to find a community, build a community in which to like play those games with other people.
And what kind of game is this again?
A role-playing game. So like it's what is the name? It's Koriko, A Magical Year. So it's based off of the movie,
but
like Kiki's Delivery Service.
Like, is this on a system?
No, it's not on the system. It's just like it's a physical book, or you can get like the ebook or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But like it's something. It's like it's handwriting. It's pen and paper, dice, tarot cards apparently.
Okay.
So just like I think that'll be something nice, and like with the giving the prompts or whatnot, it'll build up my skill in like writing. So like help me flex creatively in like a game in which you don't have to like necessarily like overthink if it's good or not. It's just something to just It's just an exercise.
So is this like play like a board game or?
No, it's like I said, it's just a journaling game.
Oh.
Like I'll have a journal, I'll write in it, I'll like build the map in the journal.
Okay.
Build up my skills.
I've never actually heard of or played such a game.
Yeah, me either. So this is going to be new for me.
Okay. So yeah, once you get started, we
Share
should
some?
yeah, we should get into because I'd be in like I mean, I wouldn't even know what genre of game to put that in. I mean, if it's not a if it's not a board game or a video game, is it a journaling game?
From what I've heard I've just heard solo RPG journaling.
Okay.
So, we're gonna find out.
Okay. Well, I mean, I hope you enjoy it when you start. And so this is a game that you want to do to increase your skills in writing?
Yes.
Okay. And
just to like warm up, dust off the rusty hinges and stuff, like oil it up, get me into the flow.
Oh, I see.
You know?
So like, how did you find out about this game? Or is it something you sought out? Or is it like a commercial? Or maybe you saw it on TikTok? Or
I saw it as like a Kickstarter ad on Instagram years ago. And I was like, oh, that sounds cool. Like, Kiki's Delivery Service is one of my favorite movies. And like, it's kind of just like been in the back of my mind. I never like joined the Kickstarter because I don't fully understand Kickstarter. Like, I get it in principle, but I'm hesitant to be a donor or whatnot in that. But I always kind of like try to keep an eye out for it. And then recently I was like, oh, they actually got it made. But oh no, it's been sold out. And then like, I was like on their newsletter and they was like, hey, we found some old stock. And I like bought it. So I got the physical book. So I'm just going to like sit in my newly separated, like my new desk area, my writing area.
Oh, so that's
like,
what you meant by it. Okay.
Yeah. And like play that. See how that goes.
Well, yeah, I would be interested in hearing about that. So yeah, future topic for another day.
Yeah, give me a couple of seasons because it's a year in the life. So
solo RPG
journal
game. Okay.
We can look it up. I think there's more in this genre.
Honestly, I think that's the sort of game that I would have, if I had known that such thing existed, I would have gotten into when I was younger, just so I can introduce my little brothers to it.
Yeah.
Because very much like RPGs, trading card games, and like kind of story-based action games, a real big reason that I kind of consistently play those is because they enjoy either playing with me or watching me play.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a great way to introduce them to reading and comprehension and problem solving and logic. Like Final Fantasy VII, all text dialogue, and they have to read that. And so we used to take turns kind of like acting out some of the voices for the characters. And then, I thought that was pretty fun. And then same for trading card games. We would learn how to play them together and, think strategy and stuff like that. And of course, if they ever, lost them, we'd be like, oh, we're playing for cards. I just put them aside and they'd end up getting them back later anyway. But I always thought that was a really good way to kind of engage with them and then kind of like grow, like our bond. And that's why there are still a lot of games that we play together today.
Yes, because like I know I would do something similar with my youngest sibling. Like we played the Nancy Drew games. Yes, I mentioned Nancy Drew again. But like, yeah, like I enjoyed it, and it had like the puzzle solving, problem solving. That's something that we bonded over as well.
No, that makes sense. And then now you're doing the journal game. So, because Nancy Drew is basically a digital book. No, it's a little more than that. Yeah. I enjoy Nancy Drew games. I know sometimes I pick on them, but I've played more than one, so I must like them.
I want to get back into playing some of those too, because those are just nice little, also just like turn off your brain, but also not.
Yeah, you have to think about them.
Yeah, you have to think about it, but like turn off like the real world. I was like, I'm gonna focus on this mystery in this mansion and not.
Well, I mean, that's what games in general are supposed to be.
Of course.
They're supposed to be escapes, but in a sensible way.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think that's awesome. So I guess how would we sum up skill growth? Like what's the resolution for this one? to take it to 2026?
Consistency and actual, like, making progress. Like, let's hit those milestones. Let's, like, for you, I guess, like, maybe reaching a certain rank, or at least attempting or playing in the ranks to get there. And for me, like, going through and, like, getting throughout the year, because, like, the story takes place over a year, or just, like, going through the process.
Mm-mm.
Not necessarily that it takes an actual physical year to do it, but, like, you know, like, seeing it through.
You say consistency and hitting milestones.
Like, or at least trying to hit milestones, because, like, I understand, like, with ranked things, like, you are competing against other people, but, like, if you're actively, like, trying and, like, is working to get it, and you didn't just, like, give up. So, like, if it's like a season, you participate throughout that whole season in the ranked mode to get whatever rank it is.
Okay.
Because that would be a milestone was, like, fully completing a season, or, like, competing in it, I think.
Okay.
And not just for, like, oh, there's this of it.
That's a pretty long way to summarize it, but sure.
I guess summarized would be consistency.
I mean, I would simply just say, get good, bro.
Not get good, bro. I think consistency.
I mean, consistency and hit milestones. It's like, you know, basically hit milestones means just set objectives for yourself to show that you have that growth. So, yeah. Which ties in for me to the next section I was thinking about, but, you know, kind of how underlining theme of what we've been talking about is getting out of our little box and actually connecting with other people, but like community and social. So essentially going to events, maybe even hosting events, finding a like-minded community, not just sticking with who I know and what I know, but expanding beyond that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I mean by community and social. Just kind of talk more, maybe unmute my mic. Never.
That's scary. Like, those people some people be really rude.
Agreed. And I just don't understand how that's part of your escape, how you make yourself feel better by trying to terrorize other people. But
well, those people exist, I guess.
I mean, that's true. I mean, every type of person exists. Just like there are some people who, like I myself, often, if I do speak, I'm trying to say words of encouragement. I'm trying to work with others. For me, no matter what game it is I'm doing, I don't care if we win or lose as long as we're having a good time.
It's all about
I would prefer to win, though. But if we lose with good effort, I'm still going to enjoy myself.
Yeah.
But if we lose because someone isn't trying, or someone is tilted, trolling,
sabotaging,
or all of that, then I'm not having a good time. And for those individuals, that's part of the reason I keep my mic muted. And then also, I hate when people try and point blame when it's their fault, but they don't want to own up to their. Like, if I'm doing bad, I'm going to own up to it. But that's besides the point. So we're talking about community and being, building community and being more social. I do think that in 2025, I kind of, going to the pre-release event was really the main thing that I did this year. I have started going to more like local hobby shops, like local game shops, LGS. I just realized what that acronym stands for. I've been seeing it a lot lately on social, like my local LGS. And I'm like, what is that? And so, now it makes sense. But so I have been going to more hobby shops and things like that. But that's really just to kind of make purchases, and then I'll have short discussions here and there. But I haven't been as social as I used to be. And then I have a lot of ideas for events that I would like to develop and host. And I think it would be great to try and find more of those and engage with those, and then slowly build up toward building something.
Yeah. I would love to host like a game night or just anything, really. Like, I want to have fun with people, and I would love to have fun with people that I know and love, but also with new friends or people who could become new friends.
Yep.
And if they don't want to become new friends, they're just like people I see at the store and be like, hey, and then move on. Because even that's nice.
Yeah, because I think, just even if, like for me, even building community, it doesn't have to be like we're going over each other's houses and we're hanging out all the time. But just the simple like, hey, how are you? It's been a while, and checking in on each other and can't wait to see you at such and such. I think that's nice. And I think that level of community works for me. And, if it develops into more and we start to interact more, I think that's awesome too. But I think as gamers, we isolate ourselves so much now because since games are online, we no longer really come together as much as we used to.
And they design it that way too, because like, heaven forbid you try to find like a couch co-op game. Everything is like, oh, you have to have your own system.
Yeah.
Well, if you have your own system, you can't play in the same room as someone. You have to be in a whole other room.
Yeah. And I know we've been trying to find more kind of co-op games to play so we can kind of stream more and things like that. And I think that's another way that I want to try and be more social. I want to work toward getting my system set up so that I can stream more and so that way I can interact with people more and do all of that good stuff. But one of the things I have noticed when it comes to kind of community building and socializing is that I know you watch a lot of D&D based shows, like role playing, kind of like dialogue based shows.
Yes.
I've also noticed that D&D has really been thriving. And I think that's in part too why I'd say trading card games have really been starting to come back in bigger, at least in what I'm noticing in my area.
Yeah.
Is because people are trying to find community and they're trying to find that third space that we used to kind of be able to just go to. And especially since like COVID. But it hasn't just been that. It's just, again, the way technology is set up, social media, everything, we isolate ourselves. And I think people have really been trying to figure out a way to say, hey, how do I take what I enjoy and use that to connect with people? Because I went, by the local card shop this evening just to kind of see what they have. And I actually found some pretty good stuff. So I'm looking forward to creating content with what I found. But they were hosting a D&D night, and there were like 6 different groups. And I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But I often wonder, why don't we have that sort of thing for racing games, first-person shooters? Because it used to be that's what people tried to host a lot, like Call of Duty tournaments.
Because those like LAN parties.
Exactly. And then racing, shooters, fighting games, like those sort of things don't pop up anymore. And I feel like they should be a lot easier to do now than they used to be.
Yeah.
But I don't really see them as much. And I feel like that's something that I felt calling toward me to try and help to create or find. And even though I'm getting back into collecting trading cards again, I can only play so many of them. Although I am learning to play all of them. If I collect the card, I'm learning to play the game. Except for Magic the Gathering. I would rather just look at those cards than play the game. Which I like the cards I have.
Yeah.
But how about yourself when it comes to kind of like socializing? I mean, what are some of the things, like, again, if we're talking about 2025, what you were lacking, but like what's something you would like to do moving into 2026?
I think I would like to, I've been saying this to people, it's like, I'm trying to be more social. So I kind of want to like go out and like play things. I like playing board games. I would like to play board games. Maybe have like a game night. Maybe try and do something with at the local hobby shops. Try maybe a tournament or something from one of these deck games. Just like getting out there, putting myself out there, making friends, making acquaintances, and just like living my life a little fuller.
Yeah, true. Same. I mean, that's something I've really been wanting to get into myself. So you say one of these deck games?
Trading card, where you build a deck.
So if you were to play one, which one would you want to play?
physically speaking, I think Lorcana, because there's less like cards, except for I think they added a new mechanic in which the cards stack. But also, I wouldn't mind playing Pokemon because I really enjoy playing the Pokemon game on my phone. But like in real life, it sounds awful because sometimes there's just like 5 cards stacked on each other, and I don't want to deal with that. Like, I don't want to touch that many cards at once.
Also, I think Pokemon would be a little harder to get into than Lorcana. Really, when it comes to NC, I'm going a little tangent right now. When it comes to trading card games, and I will go on this a little bit later. Because like I said, I have a whole thing that I have a whole segment I want to do for trading card games. So that'd be a whole different one. But I feel like getting into the physical games is a little bit different now, just because in order to build the deck, like you're playing it online. You enjoyed the game on the app.
I get on the app.
Because you have gotten a lot of cards on the app.
Yeah, you could get basically the whole set.
But
for nothing.
In real life,
you can't do that.
You're not going to have as many pulls or a variety at your fingertips.
Yeah.
And the ease of making a deck isn't as easy. But like I say, that's kind of a tangent. But I think that's something that moving into 2026, we should definitely do. We should pick 1 or 2 of the trading card games, of the cards that we collect, and actually participate in some local events. I actually think that would be fun to create content out of it as well.
Even not to create content, but also to make content. But like, yeah, I think just in general.
Because like for me, I've always liked the idea of playing the trading card games that gets me a free plane ticket to Japan if I'm good enough. And I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Is out of the question at this point. But One Piece, I feel like I could probably do that. I could probably, maybe. It's not too late.
It's not too late. It's only 3 years in.
That's what I'm saying. It's still a young game. So I might be able to figure out enough to, become a champion early enough that I get that free trip.
Get that free trip.
But I think, as you said, I think that would be a great idea. Kind of like, as you say, living life to its fullest. And that also leads me to like kind of another segment that I've wanted to do. There's content, and I want to create more content out and about as well about what we do have locally, but also just kind of like me interacting with games and stuff in the wild. So I think that would be fun too.
Yeah. Also, just get out of the house.
Well, yeah.
Some sunshine. Take the little switch to the park.
Yeah. True. It's like gaming in the wild. Yeah, that's something I've been wanting to do for a while. Basically, you just go and take up a bench outside next to the lake. Be like, hey, you all keep walking. Let me enjoy my game here. Better yet, I'm gonna get a 32-inch TV, a portable power supply, and I'm gonna use my phone as a mobile hotspot.
No, just
and I can just take I'm gonna take my PlayStation to the lake or on the trail. I just play in the woods wherever,
I was just someone turns the bend and it's just like.
Yeah, exactly. Or just build me a mobile backpack. I'm sure somebody's already done it. I'll search YouTube for one. A mobile gaming backpack so I can get my steps in, get out, touch grass, and play games at the same time.
Yeah.
But I think for community and social, kind of to put a cap on it, I think the resolution moving into 2026 should be
get outside, make friends.
If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, and wake up and bed. I don't know why that just popped in my head, but I think the resolution moving into 2026 should be interact and engage more outside of your circle.
Ooh, yeah.
I think that is. What do you think?
Widen your circle. Expand? No, because make some Venn diagrams. Have more circles. Let's get all polka dots.
What I mean, that's kind of. So yeah, I think okay. So far we have 3 resolutions moving into
I think three's great.
2026. And for me, the last segment, the last area I think of growth that I want to focus on is what we're doing now, content creation and being creative.
Yes, I want to make art, and while making the art, present that as content.
What does that mean? You seem confused saying that. Because I mean, I suppose like you're journaling, playing that game.
I would like to have like the process is the content, but the final product is the art.
Okay. What's an example of that?
So for like the journaling thing, let's go with that. Maybe I set up a little camera and like you see me in the act of like writing and whatnot. And that could be like a short little clip, a little cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. That could be something that's thrown out. That's something that's content. But what's actually like written out, that is a story. That's a piece of art. Okay. So like you have the people who are like online who's like, oh, I'm a drawer, I'm a painter. And they're over here like doing these these huge pieces of work where it's a giant flower and they're using just like colored pencils. And each day they get on the stream and it's just like a small section of that. That is content, but the physical piece of art is art.
I see what you're saying. The end result is art.
Yeah.
So essentially you want to help expand your creative juices and be creative and artistic while engaging and playing a journaling RPG book game.
But just like in other things too.
Okay, I mean, I'm just saying for that one. But okay, what are other areas or what are other things too?
I don't know. Anything can be art. So like you put me on the spot.
Well, I mean, you're the one saying it.
I said it. You put me on the spot, but you know what I mean.
How do I know? I'm not psychic. Well,
you know what
most of the time I'm not psychic. Sometimes I am. But so,
like you have the process. You have the bits that you can click and you can share and whatnot. And you also have the physical thing. You have the end goal.
No, I mean, I get that for that, but you said in other things. I was just wondering what the other things were.
I don't know,
that's
maybe
why
like
I was kind of summarizing it in my mind.
Like fiber arts, maybe it's like I want to get into like sewing because I bought the stuff. I got to use it. I need to stop being afraid because what am I afraid of? It's just a big puzzle, Sarah. And you love doing puzzles.
Yeah, true. I mean, maybe that's something. Gamifying your creative endeavors.
Yes.
Because like that's something I've been looking at doing too. Is kind of like usually I've noticed when I am on my health routine or working out properly, I gamify it in a way without thinking about it. So I give myself points that I can collect and build upon when I'm doing things right. You know, and then if I get X number of points, I can reward myself for that, or I level up, or I go to the next thing. So I try to gamify as much as many tasks as I can, so that I can enjoy them more.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's essentially what games are.
Yeah.
And then also, that's part of the reason why there are a lot of like just open world RPGs I don't care to play, because the beginning of it is very monotonous to me. Because it's very much all the same.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the times daily tasks kind of remind me of that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like sweeping is so like, ugh, you know, dusting is so, ugh. But then when I'm like, okay, if I knock this out, if I do this, I can then reward myself with this. Or if
How much can I get done in 10 minutes?
Exactly. You know, it's like you challenge yourself in different ways. And I think that's fun. And for me, when it comes to like content creation, I want to be more consistent. One, I want to go ahead and push more ideas out without worrying about if it's perfect or things like that. Like this one, honestly, this episode, this podcast, the first one I did edit a little bit more. This one, I might just tweak the audio and just put it out.
Yes.
So that way we can just get them out a little bit faster, because I want to get used to that. And I used to be more bold and brave in doing those sort of things. But I found that the more I've tried to be out and loud with my creativity, and the less feedback I would get, or the more I was shut down by other people because they wanted me to do other things.
Yeah.
I got kind of quiet about it.
You're like letting the perfectionism like take over.
Well, there's that's more of an internalized thing.
Yeah.
But it's like if I'm doing something creative, like say for instance, if I'm at work and I'm doing something creative to benefit my job, but it's not necessarily my job to do it, and they're like, oh, well, that's really nice, that's actually amazing, I didn't know you could do that, but that's not your job. I'm like, okay, then I won't do that anymore, because you don't appreciate what I'm doing for you. And then because I'm not in a position where my creative endeavors and my work and my artistic background are what I can focus on, I feel like it's hard for me to pivot, because if it doesn't pay the bills, it's hard for me to jump all the way into that.
Yeah.
And then again, I just kind of get overwhelmed or flustered. But moving into 2026, I want to be more consistent in my content creation. I just posted a new series, a little short, called Snack in a Pack. And that's part of my whole collecting trading cards journey, which I've been collecting things my entire life.
Yeah.
But like I say, we'll talk about all that in another time, because that is a whole, doozy of a story. But I got back into it last summer, and I'm like, man, I really, wanted to kind of get into this again. And so, I made that short and I put it out, and I had realized before that I haven't done anything in a little while because I got so bogged down with like work, holiday activities, and all these other like kind of social and personal obligations that didn't have anything to do with the things I wanted to do, that it pulled me away from there. And, every day I would think about it and it just felt like it would add up. And so putting that short out and the feedback that I got was really kind of uplifting and helped kind of like make me feel like, like just do more. And I always try to remind myself of that, but it's easy to stop. It's kind of like, again, eating healthy or working out or really sticking to a routine that makes you happy. It's really easy to backslide sometimes if you just get that one thing that throws you off. You're just like, well, I'll get back there eventually. And so, and I want to kind of work at not necessarily forcing myself, but allowing myself time to really do these things that I do enjoy and that are creative to put out. So I have Snack in the Pack, which is about TCG, for now at least, as long as I can find cards to open and snacks to enjoy. And then there's Gigi Bites, where I haven't done a Gigi Bites in a while. I did try something recently, so I do need to edit it. I want to post that one. And then I just started playing Where the Winds Meet, and so I'm going to do a review for that one. But Gigi Bites is where I do short reviews of games that I'm playing and match it with a short food review.
Yeah.
And so I have one that I have to edit, and I want to post about that one. And so Gigi Bites, I really enjoy those. And I know both of those have something to do with food, but I do think that like gaming, snacking, and engaging are three things that like gaming has always been about. Like even as a kid, like, either you have your chips, your fruit, your drinks, your bowl of cereal. And I know energy drinks are, always there, but at least nowadays, but it used to be soda or different things, Kool-Aid and all of that. So snacking or enjoying a meal while you play a game has always kind of been a thing, because like you engage with it when you're doing that. I know there are a ton of memes out there, like when you're trying to eat a sandwich and your team needs you, sort of a thing. And so it's like, and that's why, I think that really belongs on this channel and content that I want to do. But I also, just like I say, want to be more consistent with putting things out. I don't know necessarily if everyone will enjoy what I put out, but I won't know that until I get it out there.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do. So essentially in 2025, I was slacking on that because, again, as other reasons I've previously mentioned, but mainly because I got overwhelmed, bogged down with work, my 9 to 5, and then other social obligations. And then it just felt like a lot. And then also, I didn't feel like I was able to produce or create content that was fun. And that really wasn't the case. That was just an excuse. Because the things that I enjoy, I know others would enjoy as well. And so, like I said, when I put that out there, because it just kind of came to me, that idea. And I was like, that's awesome. And then also, I see a lot of people enjoying things that I used to enjoy. And it's not like I stopped enjoying them. I just didn't think anyone else did. So like trading cards, Beyblades, certain types like fighting games, you know, like all of the, you know, there are several different things like collectibles just in general. There are several things that people are really out and boastful about enjoying and creating a whole bunch of content about. And I'm like, these are all things I do. These are all things that I have opinions on. And I would love to be able to be in that atmosphere. And the only thing keeping me from being there in the room where it happens, that's how you do a song reference, is me.
That only works with me. I guess it does tie into it.
Yeah, see? Yeah, in the room where it happens. Kaboom. That's a Hamilton reference, y'all. And if you don't know what a Hamilton musical, then you need to get a little socializing in your life and get out there and listen to Hamilton the musical.
Get cultured.
I ain't gonna say all that.
Like bowl of yogurt.
And if you don't like Hamilton, check out Cheetah Girls 1 and 2. That's it. Or Wicked Part 1. That's it. But I think like kind of so if we had to summarize, like, you know, content creation, like moving into 2026, what are we thinking?
Just do it.
Okay.
Just do it. Just put it out there. Create, do the process. Create, edit, post. Create, edit, post.
Okay. Edit, post. Got it. So, all right. So I think that gives us like 4 solid 2026 gamer / content creator goals or resolutions moving forward. So gamer / content creator resolutions for 2026. Number 1, help hold each other accountable while being productive. So that's part of building community. Number 2, consistency and hitting milestones. That just means kind of stay the course and give yourself manageable goals to complete. And as you hit those, hooray. Interact. Number 3 is interact and engage more outside of your circle, meaning meet new people, speak more, engage more, and actually see what else the gaming community has to offer when it's not on your console, when it's out in the world. Okay? And then number 4 is just do it. When it comes to content creation, create, edit, post. Be fearless, I would add. I haven't really done that myself, so I'm working on that. But I would say just kind of get it out there.
Yeah.
Just get it out there because it doesn't hurt to try.
Doesn't hurt to try.
It doesn't hurt to try unless you're, I don't know, jumping into a ocean full of sharks that are hungry. I wouldn't try that. But, you know, we're not doing that.
No.
At least not yet. But if this video gets 100,000 likes,
we won't do that.
I'm jumping into a pool of water full of sharks. I'm gonna pick the sharks myself, though.
They're gonna be gummy sharks.
What are gummy sharks?
Like the sweetest fish.
That's funny. I thought that was an actual breed of shark. I think I was thinking of the one that has the retractable jaw. What is it?
That's
like
a goblin.
Yeah, like a goblin. I was thinking of something like that. I was like, I'm not. No.
See, I'm funny.
Or like a shark with no teeth and like it gums its prey to die. I was like, no. It's like it just sucks on them, like those fish that suck on the side and stuff. It just sucks on to you, and then like no. My mind completely went to horrible spaces. But I think we have 4 solid resolutions to take us into 2026. And if you've gotten this far, thank you for listening. But tell us, what are some of the resolutions that you're moving forward with in 2026 and some of the things you're leaving behind in 2025? I know 2025 was a little chaotic for all of us. And a lot of the things that have affected all of us continue on today. And it is a little difficult to sometimes think about the enjoyable things that you have in your life and to be able to focus on those things while there's so much chaos going on in the world. But at the end of the day, as I always tell people, you have to take care of yourself in order to take care of others. So loving anything should start with you. Enjoying anything has to start with you. And only you can allow yourself to be taken care of. And I think that's one of the things that we all should look forward to in 2026. And I think I'm going to try and continue to put out content that, focuses on gaming, but I definitely want to focus on putting more joy out into the world and connecting with people. So if any of what we've talked about here kind of hits any type of, note for you, let us know, give us feedback. We are trying to grow. We are trying to get better at this. And honestly, for those of you that have been subscribed and still subscribed, I know most of you probably won't listen to this or get to this point, but I really do appreciate it, because for each subscriber, for each like, for each comment, it does kind of validate for me that, hey, I do have something to offer. And a lot of the information that I've learned and honed over the years hasn't really been for nothing.
Thank you
for
joining us tonight. Sorry, I got a little emotional listening.
What are you getting emotional for?
I don't know, it just touched me.
And I get it. Well, thank you.
Like, I'm tearing up over here. But yes, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I hope y'all are having a great night. And if it's not nighttime, I hope you're having a great day.
Yeah. And I guess until next time, like I say, like, comment, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. And, but until next time, good games and
good night, and spread joy and love.
All right.
I don't know. No, bring more positivity.
Let's do that in 2026. It's an even number year, and apparently my Chinese zodiac ain't looking so good. So.
Why?
But all right, until next time, you all stay safe out there, and hey, we're here for you.
You gotcha.
Yeah. All right.